Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go over my 2025 crit bike. I will also be taking this bicycle to team camp in a few weeks. Today is March the 20th, so we are still about 10 days away from the first crit in the Chicagoland season, which is Autobahn Country Club hosted by South Chicago Wheelmen. So this is actually the same bike as my winter bike. It's built a little bit different. And we're going to quickly walk through kind of the highlights and everything else and how I got it prepped for the 2025 racing season. So let's start off. So this is a Specialized SL7 Tarmac Sport. It is mechanical 105 12-speed. Really like that group set. In fact, it's good enough to where I probably won't buy another electric group set when this thing exists. Really enjoy it. So quite a few changes over the stock bike. The biggest change being the wheels. These are the Roval Rapide CL2s. They have the normal circular spokes and the DT Swiss 350 hub. Great wheel set, pretty much bomb proof. I've done some dirty things to these wheels and they treat me pretty well. However, getting the tires on are the biggest pain in the ass. Hardest wheel set I've ever had to get tires on. In fact, I put on these Pirellis today and last night. These are the Pirelli P0 RS, or I guess Race TLR RS wheels. They are in 32 millimeter. There we go, right here, 32C. I went with these tires this year. I love Pirelli. I run P0 races on my normal road bike, but these have exceptional wet grip. I got them for a good steal, and they come in 32. I want a bit more cushion for racing, especially in the Midwest. We have bumpy roads, and across the U.S., of course. It allows me to put down power consistently over the lap. We have the Bontrager aluminum flared bars. They are 38 wide and 42 at the drops. We have Zip CX Corsa tape. Really like this, really good, really grippy. Out front is how we'll be recording and keeping ourselves lit on rides. So basic Wahoo bolt. In fact, this one I had to replace the bottom part with the dog gear GPS mount. That mount's pretty good, except it's a little tight in most mounts. We have hold on here, I'll screw that. So then we have the Insta360 out front computer mount. We have the Insta360 4, or whatever they call it, X4 I think. Just a Bontrager light. In the rear we also have a Bontrager light setup for days, when training. Another big upgrade saddle. This is the Aeolus Elite from my Trek Madone. I upgraded my Trek Madone saddle to the carbon one. Really like this shape, really good for getting in the TT position, a little bit wider front than the Specialized power saddles. Looking for the rest of this bike, we have two cages right now. I'll only be running one during racing, but I'm about to take this bike up to team camp, so I have two cages. We have the Dynaplug race mount that will be used during racing. In case I get a puncture in the middle of the race, I can pull over, do that in, take a free lap. So that works out pretty well. We have a brand new 105 chain, freshly waxed, as you can see. A little bit of bits on there. Waxing is the way to go, absolutely. And yeah, nothing more to say about that. Altegra pedals, we are running the +4 stance, a little bit wider. Feels good on my legs. Got these last year, and that's pretty much the bike. The only thing I have changed recently is here's the old stem. This is the stock Specialized stem. It is, as you can see, 100 millimeters long by 6 degrees, so 6 degrees downwards. I actually bought the S-Works stem from a buddy. It does not weigh anything less. In fact, it weighs more because it's bigger, but this is 110, 12 degrees, so a little bit lower, a little bit longer in the front. These silver bolts do actually weigh across the set 2 grams less than the black bolts that come stock on this stem. Otherwise, it's exactly the same, looks exactly the same. There's no reason to get the S-Works. It's just what my buddy was selling off his bike, and I wanted just a little bit longer and lower in the front. So that is my 2025 race bike. Please feel free to ask me any questions. Very excited to try out these RS tires. It's the first time I've used them. I've used the Pirelli P0 race tires in the old iteration and the new 127 TPI Speed Core from their Italian factory as well. I think those are the best do-everything road tires on the market right now, mostly because the puncture protection is much higher than a GP 5000. They're a little bit cheaper, and they roll pretty much as fast. So these are supposed to be the race tires, and really excited to try them in 32. So we'll do a quick So these are the Rovals that are 35 wide, and you can see they really are pretty much seamless. In fact, it might even be a little bit wider. And in the rear, if you know about these wheels, they kind of pinch inwards, so you can see a little bit bulbous pinch in, and then a little bit of a nice shape to the tire. So there you go. Thanks for joining. Excited to race this bike in 2025.